Royal Tiger Imports. Welcome back, gents. Welcome back. I just picked up this Lee-Enfield Number 5, aka the Jungle Carbine, from RTI. Royal Tiger, or RTI, is known for having mixed reviews when it comes to the quality of their military surplus rifles. This gives them the reputation of being a sort of military surplus casino, where every purchase can be a gamble. So I decided to try my luck and see if this Jungle Carbine is worth the gamble. To be clear, the rifle has to do two things to make me happy. Number one, not blow up in my face. I'd like to finish this project with the same amount of eyes and fingers that I started with. Number two, don't keyhole and shoot a decent-sized group. So let's dive right in and see if we got lucky. First off, the surface has a light coat of rust. However, after cleaning a spot off, I can see the pitting is not serious or very deep. The wood has some dents and gouges from poor storage and even some damage from a wire wheel. The action rattles around freely in the stock. The magazine is crusty from exposure to the elements. Now this is cool. There is some writing in Urdu on the receiver. This means it may have seen service in the Punjab region of British India. Sadly, the safety is MIA. The rear sling loop is intact. Also, there's this really interesting Ethiopian trench art on the buttstock. Why, this rifle's just covered in history. And rust. Lots of rust. The condition of the bore is critical to any rifle's accuracy. Let's have a look with an endoscope. The look of this muzzle crown does not spark joy. And here, you can see the mosquito from Jurassic Park. There's even moss growing on the inside of this barrel. This rifle has its own little ecosphere. To remove this mushroomed bolt, I had to get creative. Now we can see what's under the stock. Mud, and lots of it, packed into every nook and cranny. I'm 100% sure that at one point this rifle was completely submerged in mud and never cleaned. While scraping out as much as I could, I found these mysterious spores growing on the inside. To tackle cleaning the bore in action, I used a variety of brushes, about half a bottle of Hoppy's No. 9, and several dozen patches. The results were not perfect, but adequate. You can now clearly see the lands and grooves, but there's still some rust. Even the muzzle crown looks better. Now that everything is cleaned and inspected, we can reassemble the rifle. Finally, we can get it to the range for some testing. I'll be shooting at 25 yards using a variety of ammo. First off, some 150 grain Hornady. 303 British is not cheap. This averages out to about $3 a round. This initial test is to see if the bullet will have a stable flight or will tumble and keyhole. Perfect, a perfect round hole. It didn't keyhole or blow up in my face, so I'm happy. After examining the brass, I can see there might be some head spacing issues. There's a pronounced bulge by the case head, and extraction was difficult. To get a wider data pool, I had a buddy shoot a few groups with me. Here's the best between the two of us. The group is not bad for an 80-year-old military surplus rifle, but it's not great either. This result puts it at about 4 MOA. The point of impact is way low compared to the point of aim. At first I thought it was from using the ladder sights. So I switched to the combat sights. I didn't hit jack. Still hitting way too low. Aiming at the very top of this bottle, for instance, I barely nicked the bottom. I did some online research and found that 150 grains might be too light. Other shooters have complained of similar results while using lighter weight bullets. So I switched up to 180 grain PPU. This not only stopped it hitting low, it improved the grouping to 2 MOA. Originally, I was concerned that the shorter barrel of the No. 5 wouldn't stabilize the heavier grain, so I purchased the Hornady 150 grain. However, the World War II era ammo for the Lee-Enfields used a 215 grain bullet. Now this is interesting. Powder burns at 25 yards. As happy as I am with my purchase, I do have a few points you should take under consideration. The wood on the stock has shrunken and worn down over time. That, paired with the considerable recoil of the 303 round in a smaller rifle, is a problem. Not only does this impact accuracy, the rifle practically shakes itself apart. In the future, replacing the forend or bedding it may be necessary. Aside from that, if you do choose to make a purchase from RTI, just know what you're getting into. You should at least have a beginner's level of gunsmithing knowledge, along with the proper tools. That would include a good gunsmithing bit set and cleaning kit. If not, take it to a professional and have it checked out. I would also note RTI offers a hand select bore for an extra fee. I didn't choose this option and just happened to get lucky, but it's something you might want to consider to hedge your bet. So thankfully my first experience with RTI was a positive one. If you want to roll the dice at the Military Surplus Casino, I wish you good luck. Until next time, stay safe out there and have a good one. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below.